Well mates, I'm on the last bit of my journey today. I'm going to the Land's End Massive, and then mate it's back home. So I'm on like a really cool like open decker bus that basically lets you ride on the top mate, and you can wave to people as you go past mate. It's kind of like the one thing that got me about at that time mate. But I've got to be good though mate, because I could get thrown off if I start shouting right mate to random people mate. You're doing the Dave game mate, the Dave game mate. But I am tempted to wave at a couple of people just to see if I like you to wave at them mate. We'll go past, but so with the red lights to go, we'll see if anyone will wave back to me mate. Quite funny if they did. Here we go mate, that's a wave session. Wave to me mate. I'm trying. Yes, got one mate, got one. Got the fit bird to wave at me though mate, I can't complain about that. So proper, I don't know how long this actually takes to get here mate, but I stayed down Penzance last night mate, and proper, well there's St Michael's Mount over there mate, and yeah, I mean I don't know what Roy's doing mate. I'm moaning for Roy, so I guess Roy's doing his own thing mate. I think he's gone back in mate, he knows I'm coming back soon anyway, so I'll catch up when I come back. But we've been down here before mate, it's that old fisherman mate, that fisherman guy. Proper, but yeah mate, it does look a good little adventure mate. Well I've made a couple regret that mate. I've made a few people smile, and nearly lost my fingers back then mate, because I put my hands over the barrier like this and didn't realise that I was going to get whacked by a tree mate. But I have had a couple of people like waving back to me and that mate, but proper I'm just going to be a bit more wary of where I sit mate, because I nearly had my hand taken off then. Well mates, this is where it all ends mate. This is the furthest, well not actually the furthest down in the UK you can go. There's one more place, which is the Isles of Scilly. It's over that direction mate, to the let me just think it's over. I'm here to the west kind of thing. We're doing the west direction, I think it's over that way. I'm not so good with the sun isn't that, but this is like the furthest you can go on within reason on ground though mate. The very last bit of Cornwall, so this is like the end of the UK mate, literally. There is no more further places you can go in the UK than this, unless you want to swim over to the bus mate, coaster bus mate. I like buses, do you like buses? Unless you want to go further through mate, there is nowhere else that you can get to. I've also got a funny feeling mate, this place has been taken over by the Cornish mate, properly mate, and they're going to be charging to do activities down here. I've just got this weird feeling mate. I thought it would just like be a little like a stone or something like that mate, but I have a funny feeling that I'm going to be charged to go into certain places of Land's End mate, probably like 15 to 20 quid or something. So they've even got like a hotel down here as well it seems, or something as well. They seem to be quite maxed out around here. It's quite different mate. I don't want to really go climbing over the walls mate, but wow, it took me a while to get here mate. If you don't mind the smell of manure or flies coming across and hitting you from the bus mate, then you'll be absolutely fine. Literally I was on the bus mate, and there was like flies like smacking into me and everything like that mate. The odd smell of manure mate, but who's complaining mate? I've had misses that smell pretty worse before now, so yeah, so I'm going to proper go in here mate and see what's going on in the inside mate. I had a feeling it would be a pay experience ticket, but then again you have to come to the bottom mate. Who's going to give a hell about paying £15 to reach the bottom of the UK mate? But we'll see what we can get up to down here mate without paying £15, unless I can sneak into a child for £10 you know, but jeez, let's have a look round in it. Well they've got like some food places down here mate. I was a bit surprised, I thought I'd get a hot dog, but it's just the rollover hot dogs now. I want something a bit more mate, and as you would probably guess mate, it isn't exactly going to be cheap down here mate. It's quite expensive for some things down here mate, like Parsley's chips and beans are like nearly £10, fish and chips and peas £10.95, pie of the day £10. Majority of it is quite heavy, but we'll see what we can do and see what we can find down here mate. But it's fairly expensive, mate, but then again, it's a tourist's paradise, this one, isn't it? Yeah, so down here, there's one little thing you do not know about if you're a visitor down here. You have to pay to get a picture with a sign. About £11, I think it is. And you've got to queue up to get a picture with a sign, which you could just, well, be on the other side basically, and all you could do if you wanted to, really easy, is just go like that and then Photoshop yourself in. It depends on really what you're going to do. So, taking my picture and then I'm just going to like Photoshop myself in later on, mate, and dodge the £11 mad dash to paying for it, mate. It's crazy. I mean, geez, that's mental, mate. Having to pay that much just to go for a picture with a sign, mate. Bloody mental, mate. But that's one of the things you should always know about. If you come down to Land's End to get a picture with the Land's End famous sign, you will have to pay because it is now officially a tourist attraction, mate. Quicker than Rick Stein cooking you dinner, mate, literally. So there's a bit of walking over that way, mate, and there seems to be some stuff going on over here, so I might have a bit more of a look round, mate, and see what's going on. Overall, chips were good. I got myself some foodie earlier on, mate. Weren't too bad, actually. It's quite a nice friendly bunch in there, mate. £3 for a portion of chips, mate. I wasn't going to go and spend like 10, 12 quid on fish and chips and peas when I could just, you know what I mean, but yeah, so been having a good old look round, innit? Got a few more places to go around here, I think, and I'm done, and I'm heading back to Devon, mate, after my Cornwall trip, mate. Actually turned into a bit of entertainment, this is, mate. What, sat here waiting for people to come and go get a picture of the sign, mate, if you're trying to climb over, mate, or going, I've got to pay £11 for a picture up close with the sign, mate. It's like, it reminds you of like Britney Spears or Jordan taking Harvey out for the day, mate, and going on tour kind of thing, but obviously it's not, mate, you know, it's not, that's not exactly Harvey Price, is it, you know what I mean? But proper, you'll sit there, mate, and then you're like, what, mate, I've got to pay for this, man, I've got to pay to go a couple of yards just to get a picture of myself with a sign, mate. And there are some people that are actually generally stupid enough to pay £11 to go and sit with a sign and get a postcard size of something they can just send to them, mate, when they can't, well, most of them probably don't know how to Photoshop anyway, mate, but just watching it here, mate, £11, mate. I think it's about 4 of them all going to go in now for it, mate. So that's about 44 quid, mate. I actually got it right for a change, mate. 11 times 4 is 44, mate. But who in the right mind would pay £44 to get a picture of himself with a fucking sign, mate? I mean, seriously, mate. Signpost, mate. Fuck me, mate. I could just go and Photoshop that and make one myself. Ah, I get it. So, like, they customise the sign. So I could put Swilly on it, like, how many miles away it is from Swilly down to here, mate. Yeah. Pay the other one, mate. But, oh well, it's for a bit of job. It takes like a couple of seconds to put, like, playing. What's that game called again when you've got, like, the not Wheel of Fortune, what's it called? Countdown, mate. It's like playing Countdown, mate. Dun, 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 dun. That's how quickly it does, and he's already done it all now. So, yeah, for a couple of pieces of words, mate, you can, again, Photoshop in, mate, you can get a lovely souvenir of your lovely tour down to Land's End for £11 per person. Well, mates, I think I've done the Land's End Massive. I think I've done the Cornwall Massive, mate. I think I've been every single place now in Cornwall, mate. It's been a long journey, but we're finally here, mate. We're finally at the bottom of Cornwall at Land's End Massive. So, yeah, mate, I'm pretty much done and happy to say that I've done my tour, mate. Proper, it's been a fun one, mate. It's been a fun one. So, tomorrow I go back to Devon, mate, after travelling for God knows how long, mate. Proper, been a trek, mate. It has really been a trek, but it's been an experience as well. So, yeah, mate, big up the Land's End Massive, innit?